Konami's finally learning out here, and they're changing up how Crossover Breakers is going to be as a set. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. It's taking Konami so long out here to learn how to fix up these side sets. I think this is a pretty welcome change. Remember, this comes out on 12/6, so December 6th. If you're an OTS store, you can get it on 12/4, but okay. So get ready for the brand new themes. Now, Crossover Breakers is the latest 60-card booster in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game, introducing 3 brand new decks. Now, I'm going to give you a hint. We're going to be seeing a lot of work out of one of these decks this weekend in the OCG. Basically, and thanks to in-set foil upgrades, you can get foil versions of all of the set's new cards right away. Wait a minute. Is that a change? Well, yes, it is. Crossover Breakers contains 10 ultra rares, 10 super rares, and the standard 40 rares. But in a twist, half of the standard rares can also be pulled as super rares in addition. 15 cards can also be found as collector's rares, and several cards will be available as quarter centuries. Finally, Konami is getting their shit together out here, and this is a pretty welcome change. The thing that most people didn't like with these deck build sets was all of your, rares just felt worthless in the long haul. Now, let's call it what it is. I mean, extending the pool of rares into supers and extending out that card pool by a lot when, you might need to pull a couple of core super rares in a set. I guess this is like the major detour from this. It's good that we can finally have hollow upgrades to, things like Protos, Allura Darkness, having another super I think is fine, if we're going to toss those into those rare slots. But, this might actually, come to think about this, the more I've sat here and I filmed this, having 30 super rares in a slot where, you might need these super rares in order to, get in combination with these things, I guess could be a little bit of an issue, but I'm willing to see where this goes. Konami's needed to tinker with the formula for these boxes for so long because they've been such dead product. And that's not really, it's not been good. It's not been good at all. Every deck build pack up to this set was just oh yeah, you remember the Vanquish Soul one was so lopsided in terms of things, it was, you got the Vanquish Soul cards and people were like, why is this so much? Well, a case was $700. So you can't expect a store to, pay, $600 on a case and then, be like, oh no, why are they selling it for $500? Store's losing $100. So this is Konami's next tinkering of, we're going to adjust ratios and go. So remember, this set also contains the Ryzeal, which is give your Xyz deck a jolt of energy with a super storm of power. The Ryzeal's, this Thunder Pyro theme uses overcharged level and rank 4 Xyz to build an electrical loop. They're not building an electrical loop. They're locking you into Xyz. Monsters overlay into Xyz monsters, then detach to add cards to your hand and then destroy your opponent's cards. Then you can recharge by attacking monster or attaching monster from your graveyard. Many Ryzeal monsters are open-ended and can work with almost any rank 4, so you can summon and recharge your favorite rank 4s from throughout history alongside the brightest cards from today. Now let's call this what this is. We know that we've pretty much read all these cards. We understand that mechanically these cards lock you into rank 4s. You have much fairer circular at home out here. Konami was trying really hard to counterbalance these cards so, you wouldn't have to deal with too much of broken things. But, okay, now this is cool. I'm really happy to see that Maliss is retaining its name as Maliss. I think that was one of the things that we were really, really initially worried about was, oh no, Maliss. And yeah, we lost the Upside Down A. I really wish we didn't lose the Upside Down A. That was one of the coolest things, but Maliss. Somebody's going to be like, Okay, so delve into a madcap cyber world by heading down the digital rabbit hole to a wonderful underland. I love that. things get pretty weird here, so you'll need to hire some guides to hack your way through. You'll find several Maliss P and Q monsters, pawns and queens, yeah, we kind of had that, and then plus the Maliss C code trap cards at your service. And the traps can be used at the same turn they're set. Just make sure you keep your new boss monster link for arrows pointing to another monster so you can get special benefits using its effects. Enemy monsters causing you trouble, off with their heads. Oh, okay. Wow, Konami. Actually saying off with their heads. Oh, this is the theme that I think is going to break the OCG this weekend. A lot of people in the OCG. You have a Banish waifu deck, and it's also based on Alice in Wonderland, to be fair. But I'm also glad to see that we're not getting censors for the arts, actually, because they have the art posted here for you. So, to answer that, Konami is not going to censor these. I know, right? Isn't that exciting to see? But like I said, waifu archetype, get ready to see massive impacts and crazy buyouts associated with these cards, because everybody's been looking at like every Firewall Dragon under the sun for these. I've seen Firewall Dragon pass be a competent strategy where you float back 5 monsters on your opponent's turn, reset up all of these interruptions. This deck is like genuinely super crazy just to see. And then this one's interesting. Ryu-Ge. This is our official translation for this, which is kind of crazy. Prophecy says that this world was created by an ancient dragon who now seeks a successor. This fight for the future has led dinosaur, sea serpent, and worm monsters to compete in a no-mercy battle to the finish. The victor will ascend to a new dragon who will create and rule the next world. But you can put all 3 of them together by building a Ryu-Ge deck, connect the realms, and seek out who becomes the victorious dragon of your deck. You can also add these cards to your existing dinosaur, sea serpent, and worm decks to boost your deck to champion caliber. Now, that is in fact true, actually. It is actually really cool that we are having certain things here be upgrades for this. Also, the lure for this, basically, I kind of thought all 3 of them had to kind of work together to ascend, but I guess this is literally just to challenge out the victor and see, you know, who's going to walk away, you know, the champione out of this. Alright, so basically everything you've already gotten here. 10 ultra rares, 10 super rares, 40 rares. Half will also be available as super upgrades. So remember, it's what, like 30 supers technically. 15 cards in collections. Each additional cards will be, plus additional cards will be available in Quarter Century. Okay, each pack contains 7 cards, so it'll be 1 foil with 6 rares. So it'll be the same standard. You know, you'll be able to have that super upgrade in the set as 1 per. What are these, 24 pack boxes? So 24 hollows a box? That's not terrible. Once again, though, I'm just kind of curious, you know, what's the, you know, the end goal for this? Will this actually help things out a little bit? Because these deck build packs have been, not only do you like have to have good themes in these deck build packs, but you have to, with the good packs, you have to have like some good reprints in here to get people to want to look at these. Because remember, $4.50 a pack is still kind of ridiculous at the end of the day. So that's a lot of crazy value still jam-packed into a set that you're gonna have to fight with in order to get what you need. And there is no way Maliss is gonna be a cheap deck. Actually, I don't expect these 3 themes to be all that cheap at all. Like, maybe Ryu-Ge might be the cheapest, but Ryzeal is probably going to be the second most expensive, because that was the one people, believe it or not, people were super excited for Ryzeal just to be able to mess around with it. And then Maliss is going to be leagues ahead of everybody else. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that you're not getting a cheap Maliss core. Like, there's no way. Konami knows waifu and good deck, yeah, it's not gonna last. Like, game over. So, better get ready to pre-order this while you can. Remember, Kong's cards, discount code MCO40 will save you on your purchase over there. What an absolutely interesting time. Well, you guys have a good rest of your day, and stay safe out there, alright? Patrons, thank you!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.